Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem, New Mystery of the Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow, but it's better. I'm Mecha, we're doing Rebellion of Macedon today, chapter 2 of the proper campaign. We have, from top of my head, 3 new units to discuss, and they're spread out a little bit, but not too much, so there will be a lot of talking and some gameplay as well. And joining here for some talking and some gameplay as well is Raisins. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing great. Yeah, 3 new units. We're getting replacements for like Catria, Warren, and who's the third one who normally joins at this point? Or
Cord.
like I'm trying to keep in mind.
Cord.
Wait, Cord?
Cord, he's in this village over here. He's
Oh,
vibing.
okay. Well, I mean, no offense to like, Jimmy Fe or whatever, but like, I didn't remember him at all.
He was not in the
So-
original V3 book too. They added the fighters back in. They added like everyone from the previous game back in because they were like, hey, wait, why would people not be in both wars? That's just silly. People always fight in every war that they're in. Well,
Oh yeah, of course.
If you fight in
Nobody
one
ever,
war, you gotta
does
fight them
one.
all. Basically, is what they're doing.
Yeah, nobody ever like went to one war and was like, screw that, and like never went back, man. Like that never happened in the world history.
They saw what happened to Lawrence. They were like, okay, fuck this. I'm joining Marth. Like, that's not good.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah, we're recruiting him, and we're playing a chapter that is otherwise usually pretty challenging. I think because our units are generally better off than what you normally have access to in FE12, I think it'll be a bit easier, especially compared to Lunatic. Like, we're just playing on hard too, so it'll be more of a chill experience. But there's some potential to get screwed over. The enemies move around kind of erratically. Like, I can never tell whether they're going to go left or right or through the middle path, depending on what they're closer to. So hopefully it kind of matches my like messing around on turns 1 through 3 or so before I was like, all right, this is good enough. Let me just actually play the chapter on recording. So that'll be a bit of a surprise. And yeah, I guess we just kind of let's get into it. Like the map is cool. It is your first encounter with enemy wyvern riders. That is always a bit harsh and a bit fun.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why we forged a bow. We do need to forge a new bow though. We do need to forge another thing. Not necessarily a bow, but we gotta forge something.
I was about to say, we already forged one. Do we need that many? Like,
Nah,
I don't see our second archer here.
It honestly wouldn't be too bad of an idea to forge another bow, but I think what we're going to forge is a nice javelin for ourselves, because, like I said, they are weaker than in other entries. They only have 3 might, but we can just make them stronger if we want to. You know, it's not inexpensive. Well,
It's true.
It is. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It does.
It's actually like kind of.
It's kind of
a little pricey.
Yeah, a little pricey. Let's say so. This is like 1 point of might is like 1,500 gold. So let's say +3, just to make like a GBA javelin, right? Just make it a bit accurate, maybe.
We could go like higher than that or higher than +5 hit, right? Surely we can go to 10 or maybe even like 15. I don't know.
We can. It's always tempting in FE12 to go higher, but then you remember that there's like 50 chapters after where you also want to forge, and it'll be. I think it'll be a bit before we get more money. I do think there's more money in this than in the vanilla version, partially because we get more master seals that we can use, but also we're gonna have to use more master seals, so maybe that cancels out. I think there's at least one more bullion somewhere. You can. They're just like.
Okay.
I don't remember how pricey they are, but I kind of just want to use them instead of not using them. So forget what I said about master seals when it comes to money. My point is, we do want to forge again next chapter. I don't think we get a lot of golds until next chapter. So maybe we can make like a small forge next chapter and just do this. Even though it seems like kind of minor to just have 5 hit, but it's also got +3 might. It's something. Like, this is... Because this would be the next thing I would want, right? Is +5 more hit or so, and then just kind of leave it at that. Because from there, it gets really expensive.
Yeah, another +5, bringing those to 10 or whatever, yeah. Well, how much does +0 hit?
+0 hit?
You know?
That's just
that. Yeah.
So that's
26,
like
25 versus...
It's like 400 gold for like
that's
5
like what,
hit, I guess.
375? 375 is like a whole volume, you know?
That's true. I could sell a whole phone to make up the difference. Potentially. We do have a lot of healers. Let's do the +5 and see where we end up.
Sure.
I
always remember every time I play DSFE, whenever I'm like completely broke, it's like those are just from those +5s, you know?
I have opened up submissions on the Patreon for submitting forge names. So if you haven't finished submitting yours already, please feel free to do so. Everyone who is a member of my Patreon, a paid member, can submit as many as they want as long as it's in one post. Keep in mind there's a character limit. For large, it's like 7, I think. 7 characters. Or is this 8? No, that's 7. That's 7. Yeah, I could make you can make the 7 A's, or you can make a small thing here Actually, it looks like you
Oh,
can
you
make a
can
lot
make
more
a-
eyes. Hold up, with the small font. I made a mistake. Hold up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I played
these.
this guy on the StarCraft ladder the other day. Yeah. So.
I guess it depends on which characters you use in that case.
Yeah.
Whatever. If your characters are very big, I guess you can fit less of them. So keep it in mind.
If your characters are very big, don't they all take up one tile? Like.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So if that was the case, right? How many bees is this? This is like.
Oh, never mind. The joke just didn't land. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, some of the first submissions, one of them I believe was just calling it casual by Kirby Master. So I guess this javelin's gonna make a lot of casualties.
Oh.
Here we go.
Get out of here.
Get the casual javelin. Casually throw javelins at people. I ran out all the jokes before I even could. And other than that, I guess we just kind of get into it. Let's go.
There we go.
Hey, it's Catria.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Catria in air quotes here. Let's see.
Catria. Or is it someone else, Raisins? What do you think?
It's gotta be someone else. I think it like started with an E. I don't know, but I'm trying to think. Is it Wyvern Elise again? There's no way, right?
It does not start with an E.
Oh, okay. Well, I completely misread the thing then.
Good.
So, yeah, I have no idea who it is. Absolutely no clue.
No clue. There are a lot of wyverns, but this is not one that you would expect to be added first. This right here is Baruka.
Baruka.
Game, please. Let me control the thing. Baruka, come here.
I got the game right at least.
Yeah,
so,
you got, that's true. That's true. You were close. You were like a couple recruitments off, I guess. So we're getting closer. We're making improvements. So Baruka, if you think of wyverns in Fire Emblem, I think you usually think of either the really good ones that just kick ass straight off the bat, like Camilla and like Milady, maybe Altena from FE4 because she's got the Gaybolg, or you may be thinking of the units that maybe don't start out as the best ever, but you can clearly see that they're better than their base levels would suggest, and they turn into real powerhouses. People like Heath, maybe Zeus, maybe Cormag, people like that. Baruka, and I mean no offense to Shadow X for the submission, but I think we can all admit Baruka is usually like the least hype wyvern ever. Like she's like, there's a lot of characters you could call just a dude. I think Baruka is just a girl on a wyvern, just a girl who happens to be a wyvern. I like Zoran's quote where he said, Baruka is, congrats, IS, you made a balanced wyvern. That's what Baruka tends to be. In this, I think Baruka, like, if you look at her stats, level 6 in a promoted class with bases that are honestly on par with or worse than some of our units, you would initially think that's like really bad. Like, that's just, regardless of how good it may be, it's going to eventually fall off and it's going to suck. But on the other hand, she has the Lochaber, which you can't really tell what it is by its description. Let me see if this new feature works. There we go.
What the heck is a Lochaber, man?
I know, right? According to the description, it is a sword that boosts resistance, wears off with time. That's not what it does.
Okay.
This is her PRF, and it is effective against the same thing that Rapier is effective against, so armors and horses. So effectively, it is our replacement for Sida's Wing Spear in this game. And unlike Sida's Wing Spear, it's an axe, so it's going to be good against lances, bad against swords. It's got a little bit more base might. I promise not to forge PRFs in this, so it's going to remain at that 9 might, but it's still going to pack a punch. You know, Baruka's like 10 base strength is not terrible, and even when she's not hitting for effective damage, I think she'll be pretty decent at base just because her, just the might of axes and 10 base strength is pretty good. And most importantly, I mean, she flies an S10 move. That's really good. We can't reclass other units into Wyvern, so I think her class alone will hold up her a fair bit. And that's the reason I didn't give her like better stats from here. These are, I think, roughly her bases in Conquest, maybe slightly changed. And I don't know how well they will hold up for how long, but in our format where we're like changing units a lot, I think she'll be very good for the couple chapters we field her. And if we feel like fielding her for longer, we can. And it'll probably be useful just by virtue of flying. There might not be rescuing or dropping around, but there's still going to be plenty of reasons to have a 10-move unit with a way to just one-shot or nearly one-shot Cavaliers. So I think Baruka will be fine, even though in the long term, if you were to train all the units, she would probably end up the worst. So not the best endgame potential, but definitely a lot of utility potential here, I think. But that's just my opinion. What is yours?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking at it to figure out this unit. I think this is lower level than Conquest, and like lower stats as well. I think she joins at like level 9, and I know in Rev she joins at level 10.
Yeah.
Or no, she joins at level 9 in Rev 2, maybe. I don't know. But in any case, she doesn't join at level 6. And her stats in this game are looking worse than her stats in that other game too. So I guess this one got de-leveled a bit.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it, trying to get a hang of it. Yeah, it's kind of weird because like these stats, they seem okay for like a level 6 unpromoted unit in Conquest, but this is like a level 6 promoted unit, right? Which is like, I mean, kind of weird, kind of Jagany looking feel. I looked up what the heck a Lochaber was, and it's apparently a place in Scotland. It's not the name of any weapon in history, unless I like, need to go to the disambiguation page on Wikipedia a bit more. Who knows? Like, I don't know.
I don't remember the inspiration for that. I just know Shadow X was very elaborate in their submission for this, including the Lochaber.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be mimicking her personal skill from Conquest, but because the SFE hacking is so limited, we couldn't do it. In Conquest, what she does more damage if the enemy doesn't counterattack, which we had no way to replicate. So instead, she's got this effectiveness.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's the accuracy on that thing again?
I think it's 90. Yeah,
80. Oh, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
9 by 80. Oh, you can't see it. I'm dumb. Hold on. There you go.
Yeah, it's okay. Compared to like an Iron Axe, I'm trying to remember. 80 hits sounds like decent-ish, but
yeah, Iron Axe is 80 hits, 7 might, so at least it's a better Iron Axe for while she's here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, seems like the kind of thing where if I'm using this unit, I'm probably just like using all 30 uses of Lochaber, and whenever that's depleted, it's like, well, I have a level 10 or 11 Wyvern or something with some kind of embarrassing stats, so I don't know if I'd use her much more after that. But I mean, hey, it's kind of fitting. Like, I do kind of find it funny what you mentioned before. It's like, oh, she's like the least hype Wyvern or something. I think Baruka's entire character is about like slipping under the radar or whatever, right?
True,
so I think it's
true.
like very fitting and whatnot that she kind of ends up just being not like forgotten, but definitely like not praised as much as the other Wyverns. So you know what? I'm glad that she's getting some love here. I'm glad that Shadow X submitted this because now we get a nice Baruka. And what's the portrait again? Can I say how this portrait looks in the DSFE?
Like this?
There we go. Nice. Yeah, good implementation. All right, I like it.
Cool. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. So let me switch back to here for one brief second because we're about to recruit another character. From the village. And I guess we'll just show the class. I'm drawing a blank on who it is again, even though I just tested. All right, it's a fighter. But I can tell you right now, it is definitely not Cord. So do you want to keep guessing, or do you want me to stop making you guess every time?
Is it Dis or
Dis?
Discord? I don't know. No, it's gonna get it in here. Let's see it. I have no idea.
Oh god. He got me again. Oh my god. It is Charleroi. Charleroi. Charlotte, submitted by Modi, has insanely good stats for a level 4 fighter because I believe these are just her conquest bases. Might be minus or plus a couple of points. Has the
wait a minute, what?
Hold up. Hold up, what the hell? And she has the unaxed, which was supposed to be a axe that was effective against female enemies. Unfortunately, this game hardly adds any female enemies. There's a couple bosses I can think of, but other than that, they are quite gender neutral from what I can tell. I think everyone just calls them dudes when they can. And that meant she couldn't be made effective versus all female classes. I had a brief consideration of making her effective against Wyverns, but it would also make her effective against Draco Knights, or vice versa. Because Draco Knights technically promote from Pegasus Knights, so I thought maybe we could consider them female, but she would also then become effective against enemy Wyverns, like the dragons that you fight.
Like the dragons,
yeah,
right?
Because they share an effectiveness flag, and we thought that would be a little bit weird. So we ended up deciding that, or I ended up deciding that Charlotte was quite good the way she was with these insane bases and these insane growths, and an axe that's still like basically just a better steel axe or better iron axe, depending on how you look at it. So
that's it. There's no like special trait on it or anything. It's
there
just
is there is no special trait on the unaxe, except it's just really good combination with her stats. In fact, I think if she procs like 1 or 2 points of speed and or strength, I think she like 1 rounds enemy Wyverns with this regardless. So in a way, she's still effective against them, I think, because right now we got like 22 attack with it, and Wyverns actually they might be too bulky to 1 round, but she's gonna reduce them to such low HP that anyone can pick them off even without using a bow. So I think Charlotte is very, very strong for the amount of time that we'll field her, and she might even keep a longer term spot if we are in need of stronger units. So yeah, that's Charlotte. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this seems just like better than the other one we got today, right? Okay, like the other one's flying, I guess.
Yes.
You know, so like obviously that's an advantage, and has the PRF, but that's like what plus 22 levels on this unit, and this unit has higher stats. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Like, okay, like it has less defense, but it also has 8 more HP. Charlotte does. So, just kind of looking at this unit and that unit, it's like we got 2 axe wielders and this one just goes in, apparently. It's like, holy smokes. Like, the fact that it's level 4 as well, I mean, like, she's just going to gain Giga EXP, no? Isn't that how this game works,
Yeah, I don't know about Giga XP. I think she's, like, on par with enemy levels. But yeah, you're right. She grows like crazy. With the Conquest growth, too. Like, 75 strength, 65 speed.
Yeah, no. What does fighter promote into again here?
Warrior.
Gotcha. So she's going to have, like, axe bow.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She good.
I was like, yeah, no, this is like, these are huge numbers. What the heck?
They're massive. They're big.
Watch there be like, the movement is just god awful here or something. Some stipulation that we didn't know about. I assume this like Iron Sword they keep showing up is some like consequence of the ROM hacking.
Yeah, it might be a consequence of. I know that at one point I had an issue with my convoy that I was trying to take care of, and then to do that I used like a cheat code that I turned off as far as I know, but they definitely shouldn't be there, so let me just get rid of this one. There you go, don't worry about it. It's not here. Ignore it if you see it.
Yeah,
the
well, it wasn't there
spooky 5
a
Iron
ago,
Sword.
and then it was.
Yeah, it's very strange.
In slot 5.
Very, very strange. Okay, so that's that. Now let's talk about the map for a brief moment. So we have a thief to chase here with the Lady Sword that we gotta get. He goes like left to escape somewhere. We have a couple turns to get him. I think either Baruka or Seth or Isadora will have to take care of that, maybe together. And then we got a couple hunters to take care of, one of which is Warren's replacements. We got to talk to them with Baruka and make sure we don't kill him by accident. And meanwhile, we got to fend off attacks by enemy soldiers, enemy calves, more enemy calves, more enemy cav, and then these wyverns. I think they only move if we get in their range, and they do get kind of scary. So I guess we can play a turn, and then I'll probably have to eventually spoil or I guess show the units that we got over there, because otherwise I'm just going to show it by accident. So let's see, this hunter over here. We can turn 1 and get in his range with Charlotte and just like get the action going, I guess. That is something we can do.
We have the hand axe, so we can just go ahead and do that. I think you're right. From this square, he won't have any like forest to occupy to counterattack. These hunters, they kind of have like decent forest move, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
It looks like the same as most classes, but they do have 6 moves, so they move a fair bit.
Yeah, except Archer.
Yeah,
of all things. Archer, I think, has like 3 move costs for forest.
Moving like Gordon and in this case Faye through these forests is an absolute chore. They have the same penalties, but because they have 5 moves instead of 6, it looks so much worse on here. And in the original,
you're kind of right,
I think it's 2 tiles as well, but it just looks so bad. I think the map might also be slightly bigger in the original, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, maybe like Serenet's forest is wrong. I don't know, or maybe it is like in the original. It was like way more even. God, like Archer's just super sucked.
Yeah.
Back then.
It's sad because the promotion to sniper is quite good in like all arcanations of Arcanea, but in this case it's just, oh my god. Marty.
What's your typical approach for that thief, by the way?
So I know for a fact that Seth and I think also Arana base in most difficulties can one-hit kill him with the Silver Lance. So I'm just gonna like send him parallel to the forest and see where we end up. In my test run, I was able to kill him quite easily with this group. I kind of want Baruka everywhere at once, because on one hand, she's really good against the Cav with your personal weapon. I wanted to recruit not Warren. And I want her to... Well, I know she doesn't need to help with the Thief, because Seth just one-shots. So maybe just send her... Ideally, Warren guy walks through the forest here and I just recruit him. Isolated from the rest. But I know that if I put Baruka like somewhere here, probably this other hunter's gonna like help out and be annoying about it. So I think I'll just start by going left and see where he goes and make a decision based on that.
Yeah. I was about to say, if there were ever a unit who like you'd want to be everywhere at once, well, good news, this one's a flyer, so they can nearly do it.
Exactly.
Like,
and yeah, I don't know what Isadora needs to do, but I know this group can handle what comes in here, so I don't think we need Isadora to go there. So I'll just have her help out Seth, I guess, if need be.
It's like a whole bunch of infantry here. I do know that like I typically do the like Iran thing going left as well. I think I do the other deployment slot though. Oh, great. Okay, well after I like hype up Charlotte a bunch, she just goes and misses. Like, okay.
That is a weakness she has. She doesn't have the best of accuracy. To be fair, the hand axe is the most accurate weapon ever. Unaxed is though. It's 89 hits, same as an iron axe, and does a lot more damage. So we can still get the kill on this thief quite easily. In fact, it looks like because of that miss, we can feed him to Amelia now. So maybe that still makes her good. We can unnext him. And then if we unnext him from above, then we get this soldier for free. Let's see what else is going on here. Very carefully trying not to show who Warren is, but eventually I'm just going to be ending up showing it by accident.
Yeah.
Looks like they're kind of spread out in a way that makes it easy to do this turn at least. I don't want to say this is going to help for future turns. Now it looks quite good. I don't think this is the turn we want to recruit. I guess this way we can check. Because if we recruit now, I think she dies to the other guy, but I guess we could check that.
Yeah, well, if we don't recruit now, doesn't she die to the actual guy? Like,
well, we can get out of his range very easily, right? We have 10 move. We are allowed to do that. Let me see if we, like, die to him. We do die to him. We have 20 HP.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't have a javelin on this. She can't use them anyway. She can't use javelins at D rank or at E rank lances.
Yeah, how's Seth?
Seth, I guess he reaches with a javelin himself. Doesn't kill.
Oof.
I think we can always do, like, Seth javelins to get on enemy phase. And then next turn we can surely kill the guy with 3 units and with her spending her turn recruiting, not Warren. Surely. How much does he take from the soldiers, I'm wondering, just out of curiosity? 5. Okay, so we can put her in a spot where she's attacked by soldiers, but not by bow users. So we could say put her in range of this guy. But I don't want to go too far away. Well, surely there's, like, every tile where he can go, I can go to, even if I go here, right? Probably.
Yeah. It's kind of one of the things where, okay, what if, like, Isadora just goes to the far left and then our horse plus hunter combo, like, kills the hunter? Surely that works, or no? What's the range on the soldiers? Like, can the soldiers, like, the square 2 south of the hunter?
Like
one of them can, but, like, surely not Warren survives, right? Surely.
Wait, what are we trying to do? Survive, and then these. Wait.
Yeah, I want to. I want to throw the javelin or maybe the casual at the guy.
You want not? Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and then Isadora, like, she can't really help here, but what she can do is she can go, like, up the far left, and that helps her, like, chase down the thief. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
in the end, I think the thief will need some help killing from one of the promoted units, but we can just do that. You know, we have that option. I don't think he escapes the next turn yet. So if Seth is here. And the thief goes all the way over there, Seth would still be able to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if the thief is, like, here or here, he could still throw a jab at the thief. So maybe combined with a jab, he can still kill it with his door. He has the casual on him.
Yeah.
Okay, we can try that. So we're gonna try to kill this guy. Is the idea, right?
Yeah. Okay. Full plan.
Get his ass. If we miss, we have to abandon this plan immediately. Okay.
Yeah, we have to come with a brand new one.
All right. To be continued, I guess. Because first, we grab our shooter, our finisher. Predictions for a hunter?
For a hunter?
It's not a real hunter, but it kind of is.
Okay. I mean, it's like some bow wielding person from the series, right?
Yes. It is some bow wielding unit from the series.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, like, a 3 houses unit. This is gonna be like Leone or something. I don't know. Like,
interesting guess. I am
for
afraid,
a hunter,
though,
I don't know.
It is Ronan.
Warren, even a good man like you has sided with the rebel army.
Very good man. All right.
Oh yeah, no.
Ronan. One of my favorites, of course. Submitted by Boots 42. He's back from Thracia now with his massive 10 magic and his less massive 10 magic, but he does come with a shining bow that will, unlike what the description says, attack on enemy resistance. So
nice.
He can shoot down wyverns better than most people can with a normal bow. I don't know if it's better than a forge, but it's definitely going to do a lot of damage. The hit rate is only 70, and his base skill is only 3, so I make no guarantees about the accuracy. Just like in vanilla with Ronan, you never know what you get when you're trying to fire bows at him. And his other stats aren't very good either. He does have 10 res. It's not as high as phase resistance, but it's still equal to his magic, because in Thracia, magic is resistance. Get it? Haha. And his speed is a bit better than phase, so he's usually not going to get doubled, at least not for now. So he has the stats to make it work if you really want to make it work. I did give him you know, that magic and res over his FE5 bases, just because otherwise he would really have no advantages whatsoever over anyone else. Like, Ronan just isn't the character that has a lot of, like, statistical powers. In Thracia, it's all about, like, movement stars and other things that I can't just put into this game, so I had to come up with something. Only D-rank bows compared to Faye, so that makes his hit rate even worse compared to her. But he does have 6 movement, unlike Faye, who's still trying to even get here in the first place, so maybe there's something to Ronan. And if you do manage to promote him, he does get a Hans. You know, he does become a horseman and get the ability to snipe from even further away with his shining bow. And with 50 uses, it's got a lot of, like, you can use it for a long time, even if you don't bench him like I'm going to do eventually. So I'm glad to have him back in my army. I miss my boy Ronan. I don't think he's very good, but I do think he'll be fun for the time that I'll be using him. And for that alone, I am very grateful to Boots for submitting him. Your thoughts on Ronan as a non-Thracia player?
I mean, I won't lie, my first impression of this was like, oh my god, like, I needed this unit to be able to kill the hunter so Baruka lives, and then I see the Shining Bow hit rate, I'm like, oh, what did I get myself into? That's actually my first impression, is like, no wonder. Like,
maybe Iron Bow will kill Copium.
Oh, no,
9
no,
attack,
no.
9
Literally
attack?
never happens. Yeah, 9 attack, not might. Attack, by the way. Like, you take that number, then you subtract their defense, and that's how much damage you do. Yeah, I know about that. I mean, maybe it is enough for the hunter. I don't know. I didn't really look at the enemy hunter stats, but, you know, we'll see. I mean, looking okay. Shining Bow's a PRF, right?
Yes, yes.
I knew it.
But unlike
okay.
unlike the Fate's Shining Bow, he doesn't have 1 to 2 range with it, because I thought that would be a bit cheap. So
yeah, that's a bit much. I agree.
Well, this guy, this hunter
well,
man
actually
over
does
here,
die to 9, actually.
it looks like he dies. And because of the immaculate positioning on Ronan, he can't get attacked by 2 enemies, because he's such a good archer that he can't suffer from success. So
oh, yeah.
we just have to land this 74 hit. And if we miss...
I mean, just hit the 74, I guess,
all right? Let's get
like,
it.
You know,
go, Ronan.
surely.
We got it.
Woo!
I never miss. Very cool. Okay. So now, I did not check any movement order. I'm wondering if there's some kind of play we can do that will increase our likelihood of success from here. The soldier... Okay, so they both
like
have...
if the far right soldier moves, then like that might be a combined lethal on Baruka.
No, because they do like 5 damage to her. We checked that, right?
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. The thief will not
Oh,
attack
they totally
her.
do. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. So I think they both... No, one of them has Ronan in his range. So if this guy moves first, then one of them attacks Ronan, which most importantly means that Seth will still be free to move, probably. Because this guy could block Seth, I guess. That could happen. So maybe we position Isadora so that she can help Seth out of there, because Seth wants to go for the thief, like immediately.
Yeah.
Or we could put Isadora here to make sure that she can reach the thief, because I don't know if Seth reaching the thief alone is enough. Maybe we just...
How good is Isadora with her lance attacking the thief?
So that's
like, imagine that were to happen. How good would that be?
We're doing 16... So we're doing like half his HP.
15.
Yeah, a little bit over half.
Part way there.
Yeah. If Isadora
Lady Blade goes
here,
on a unit who can
1,
use
2,
it.
3,
Yeah,
4, 5, 6,
I don't mind this, though.
I think the thing about that square is that it is in range of both soldiers, so they might both go
true.
for her. And
yeah, you're right.
I think she lives that 18. Actually, I think she lives by... No, she doesn't live because the force doesn't give defense, and she has exactly 2 at kill. So I think it is necessary that Isadora is out of range of these guys. So maybe just Isadora on the far left is just, like you said, this is the play here. I can't think of anything else to
Yeah,
do.
that makes sense to me.
Just make sure she can reach the thief, and hopefully that's enough. We have a safe point to use that. Potentially one of these units has a turn free to get it. Like Ronan can definitely get it to rig something if we need to.
Oh, true.
And
is it the safe point in the range of like the wyverns, by the way, or no?
That's a really good question, actually. They do cover a lot of the map, just like our flyers do. Sometimes when you try to get that thief, that wyvern will interfere. So we better mark their ranges just in case. See, the calves haven't moved yet. That's good. Okay.
The middle one, doesn't the boss move too?
Yeah,
no?
this is one of the few bosses that moves. Also a good call. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's the wyvern ranges. You can see like on the map in the bottom right just how big that range is of the wyverns.
Yeah, no, it's like this, like Superman logo covering half the map or something. Like.
Okay, more good news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Charlotte... I can't count. The soldier reaches that square. I can just mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Charlotte can go in range of that soldier and potentially bait him away from Baruka and friends to make it a little bit more likely that she gets through. She does have the defense to survive 2 soldiers. Because they have 18 attack each. She takes like 10 damage each. And she can get healed. So if we can feed this hunter to Amelia without her help, or just kill it in some other way, like use a Thoron here, that could work.
Some kind of Dorothea. What about like the other Thoron, not the 3-range one? Because like Dorothea can attack in melee, and also that scourge is better for her because then it's closer to everything, right?
That is true. Surely fire will not be enough. I don't know why I bought this fire, but
where's fire? Oh, she has it too.
Yeah, she has that too.
But like the mini Thoron, not the 3-range one.
Oh, this is the mini Thoron.
Okay.
She's got one that has 3 range only, and one that has 1 to 2 range.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, what the heck? Yeah. Sorry, I somehow thought that her special Thoron would have 3 range, or 1 3 range rather.
We need to do 20 damage to feed to Amelia, so the fire will not be enough, and I don't think I have any alternative attackers besides just killing with Kellic. So I guess just use Thoron. Why think about it so much? Like just use that, finish with Amelia, move Charlotte through
as a backup.
Yes.
As a backup way of killing with Kellic, right? So.
Yes. Dorothea.
Boom.
Oh, that's my email, not yours. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Just Google reminding me.
I was like, is that really the sound that Thoron makes? I forgot. But, you know.
All right, kill that. You're not in range, right, Amelia? Like, just to be sure. Okay, you're not in range. Okay, good girl. We'll get you to 10, baby. Don't worry.
We'll do it. Okay, I say backup, but they both have like 99 hits. So. Is there any kind of like RNG goofiness, like 2RN or whatever in this? I always forget.
Yeah, this is 2RN.
Gotcha.
On top of everything else that makes everything so reliable, like lack of terrain avoid,
huge hit rate on weapons.
Yeah, speed only giving 1 avoid per point instead of 2. I think luck also gives like half avoid. Okay, so Charlotte here will give us a bunch of will. Do you double these? I think Charlotte just wrecks them. Yeah, Charlotte just wrecks these guys. Holy smokes.
Ooh. Bonk, bonk.
Hand axe to not kill them? Does that even not kill them? 19?
Have mercy?
No, she can't have mercy. Unless she misses, then she would have mercy.
Well, it might as well be accurate, right?
Might as well be accurate. Okay, come in here. I guess I can bait 1 to Kellic if I want to be really fancy. But nah, fuck it.
1 to Kellic? Yeah, no.
I could even just
kill everything.
What if I get the safe one just in case? Nah, we can get it next turn to break something because we can't die this turn. It's not possible for us to lose this turn, I think.
Yeah. Maybe it's like spending too many actions, but nah. Also, like for when Marty can do it. All right, get in there, Faye.
Yeah, let's go, Faye.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, like 4 turns from now, she's gonna go in.
Just watch. These Draco Knights will be sorry to admit her. We do need to have Faye catch up to use the Force, though, I think, on the Draco Knights. Without it, it would be...
Yeah.
It would be very cool if we managed to do it without, though. We do have Thoron and Charlotte. So maybe there's a way. Nice. Charlotte wrecking face.
Yeah, but Charlotte just does it instantly. But she just won around straight away. You know?
Unfortunately, there was no feminine archer sprite. Oh, calf's coming.
Ooh.
Calf coming. No wyverns.
Ooh.
Okay, we can't preemptively fight these calves without the wyverns, so let's just make sure we don't die when we're fighting them. Seth does reach, so we can always just fall back on a good old Silverlance to kill this guy if we think we can't do it with Isadora. Isadora doesn't really want to fight this very badly, but it wouldn't be lethal. But if she fights the thief, it is. Yeah, it is lethal. So...
It's just 30 HP. How much does the guy do?
Like 17? Yeah, 17.
17, and then how much does the thief do?
Oh, 12. You're right. She does live. Huh. Alright, so... Basically, lesson learned is if Baruka can kill this guy combined with Ronan, then we have those 2 free for thief. If they can't, then we need Seth to stay here.
About that, yeah. Dude, what the heck? This Baruka's like slow. What?
Yeah.
She flew, so, you know, how bad can that be?
He is very slow. This is, I think, where we just pop the save points with Marty.
Yeah, I totally agree. He has, like, no other illegal move.
Yep.
So
get him, Marty. Because now we don't have to worry about misses too much. As long as we do something that's, like, semi-reliable. We can make sure that Ronan hits the soldier, for example. This shiny bow, God, the hit rate is horrible. We just have to hit a shiny bow here. Yeah, I think we can't do enough with the iron. We have to hit a shining.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here's the thing. This thing's gonna hit like 50 times, right? So surely we just send it until it hits.
It does say 50 times next to hit. Unfortunate.
Ooh.
Well, Baruka can technically crit. It can happen. Oh!
Oh, it literally did. Okay.
Safety all reset animation. Okay. I mean, I guess we can throw a casual at this so that this sword can get the kill. Why not? Or we could just Iron Lance him even.
Ooh, sure, yeah.
Why be silly
so
about it?
Feels like Giga defense, right? So,
yep.
You know.
You can tank it. And then this Cav... I wonder if he would still be able to reach Isadora from here. If he does, it's fine too.
After that, yeah, surely. Oh, actually, maybe not. Yeah, true.
There's a lot of forest here. So that is blocking a plane tile that he would like to go through. Because now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
he
no,
still reaches.
not possible.
All right,
If we can attack from that north tile, then surely this guy can attack from there. Yeah.
true.
Nice. Seth's setting up the kill for the Cavalier.
Yes, for Isadora, the other pre-promote paladin.
Oh yeah,
Strength.
yeah.
Lady Sword. Ooh, that is a nice thing Isadora can use that Seth cannot. Is a weapon with 12 might 100 hit. Like, I know a lot of the weapons and units that we have in this game look kind of broken, but hey, like, consider Lady Sword.
There's this thing, yeah.
This thing is so good.
1200. Does it have like effectiveness versus like brigands or something? Or
oh, it's funny you ask, because in this game it doesn't, but in the original it does. In the FE3 book 2, you can just like nearly one-shot enemy brigands with this, and in chapter 4 we actually do fight a lot of those. You can just like have someone like Cecil just grab the Lady Sword, just wreck everything there, or like Catria dismounted or something. It's crazy how strong this thing is. But in this, no, it's just good old Lady Sword. Just strong weapon. Okay, this is a problem. I just realized we gotta block that a little bit because they're gonna kill.
Yeah, they can kind of like go everywhere. Wait a sec. Yeah.
Maybe Ronan should have been not here, but we did save just in case it goes really wrong. I think.
Yeah, we can surely choke this point though, right? Yeah. Surely.
Because if they have to go through all this crap, they can't get there. They just can't get through this left-hand forest here. So if they have to go through this,
they literally have like exactly enough movement as it is right now, right? So
yeah. So if this point is choked, they're already done. We don't want to give them the forts. We could take the forts. I think if Kellic goes here, it's fine. We do need to make sure they don't like gank someone to death. So we need
18, 19.
Yeah, a little bit more on Kellic, a bit less on Charlotte probably. Well, okay. So Charlotte does just wreck them. So if Charlotte just vaults and stands in that spot, she should be okay.
Yeah, she has the Vuln, right? Okay, yeah.
This might be a running theme. She doesn't have a Vuln, and I guess we have to use a Vuln unless we're okay with using. Nope, we can't. We literally have to use the Vuln.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going here then, right? I don't see another square we can go. I guess with like.
Yeah, there's kind of like a. Is that bottom like Vuln fake or no?
No, I know you. I understand you ask, but no, she actually doesn't have 2 Vulns for some reason. I think she got one from a drop from an enemy or something. I don't remember her joining with 2 Vulns.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think she joined with 1, and then the second one's from a drop. Okay, yeah, that walled off.
Yes.
Ronan, perfect, nice, good to go.
19 attack will not kill Marty, so he is safe. We can throw in a little bit of Kellic over here, split them up a little bit. I don't know if that matters or not. He has 21
on like the very far bottom right.
Yeah, because if he goes in deeper, he can get attacked by 2. I don't want that. But this might set it up for him.
Although he actually lives, I'm pretty sure.
He lives 2? He's that broken?
Yeah, he lives 2.
Yeah, you're right. He does live 2. Oh, wait,
there's one on the right, though.
There's 3. Hold up, there's 3.
Yeah, wait, there's a stealth cav. Hold up.
Well, okay, if we put Dorothea next to him, then he... Actually, if he lives 2, he lives 2, right? We don't have to care. This is a
the other one from the left doesn't reach him, right? Like the leftmost one.
Correct.
Yeah, he doesn't reach. Oh, okay,
19.
There we go.
This one is a bit stronger. 19 and 23. So 23 is 15, and 19 is 11. I think he dies, so I think we have to put Dorothea next to him. Am I wrong?
Wait, what? How much did that cap do?
This one is 23.
Oh, 20. Oh, yeah, Silver Sword move. Okay, yeah.
Maybe throw Dorothea here with like the 2-range throw on or something.
Yeah.
And then, because there's no like second stealth cav, like only a first stealth cav that has the Kellic.
There's not even another one.
Alright, yeah, use that one.
There's like just a chess bishop in the far top left corner that like has Dorothea lined up or something, you know, just...
Yep. This game does technically have support, so I don't know. I'm not going to track them very well, but if I can, I'm going to put Martha in range of people to give support, I guess.
Oh, true. And well, don't they have like support combos in this game, and that's how you activate them, or?
That's true. I did already activate one with Marth and replacement of Roderick, so I think that would be... Is that Marty? No, that's like... Faye. I think it's Faye.
Who the heck is Roderick?
it's I'm pretty sure it's replaced by Faye, so I guess there's no support. There's no support. Also, Discord fucks my voice up real bad. It's really funny. It's like,
oh, that's my bad. I was like, who the heck is Roderick? Yeah, I must have not gone that way in prologue. I just must have answered a question differently or something.
Oh, it's in chapter like prologue 2. It's Rhodey in some patches. It's like
the
counterparts of Luke.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
She lives. Zap.
I probably got Rhodey then. Yeah.
That's an Amelia kill. Lined up right here. Here comes Charlotte. I think that's the left cav that didn't have
the
choice.
One who didn't have Kellic as an option. Yeah,
this one does. I go for Marty. Went for Marty.
Ooh.
Marty over Kellic.
The Marty setup. Well, he probably doubles Marty, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no. Marty's never doubling. Nice.
people find the enemy who doesn't double Marty.
It is a Marty setup if you think about it.
Oh,
If you think about it. Simply hit another save point, am I right?
I mean, what else is Warren gonna do? Or Vernon, right? So
Yeah, I feel like it's nice to have a save point when we get the Draco Knights lured in though, because what if we have to what if we die to those due to some kind of unfortunate range checking accident, and then we have to replay from here on out? That seems kind of cringe. Let's heal someone so that Faye can get some
And this
action.
is from which one? Oh, there's Brady doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one we deployed.
Oh, yeah. I have 2, don't I? No, like, Kisses is gone. Do I have another one? No, right? I benched Oswin.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I benched
Yeah,
Oswin
you're right.
first
This is the only
chapter.
one. Yeah, no. Yeah, Oswald
Freaking
sucks.
scrub.
Like,
I didn't
bench
even
him.
mention it because he's dagged that. Well, I guess you gotta go for this.
I
95.
know. Can't go wrong.
Good old Iron. 20 more XP.
Yeah, bench a lot of Oswald, by the way, it makes total sense. He, like, sucked.
Alright. Do whatever you want here, I guess. Maybe it's time for another kill from Marth. He hasn't gotten any all chapter. He's been busy recruiting. Marth.
That's true. He gets, like, 1 kill per playthrough. That's how, or per chapter.
And by the end of the game, he's like level 10. He's like, oh, Marth is so bad. He doesn't even have stats. What do you mean?
I know.
This guy's bad.
I didn't give him any kills by level 1 Lord, and actually he's level 4 or something, right? So
Seth is really starting to fall off in chapter 19. Levels up to level 2. My classic favorite.
I know.
Alright. Isadora. This is scaring me enough not to do it. No way, right? Surely we hit a 97.
Surely. Nice.
Here you go.
Maybe even Sword is more accurate. Who knows? She had Lady Blade, after all.
Oh, true. I feel like, maybe you're right. Well, it's too late. We already connected the other hit.
We already won, yeah, so, like...
Alright, let's set up for the Draco Knight Assault. I think they, have some kind of linked AI. But I do think...
Yeah, where when one moves, they all move.
Yes, where one goes, all goes, or something like that. So,
Is there reinforcement, too? Actually, wait, that's my job. What am I talking about?
I didn't ask because I don't think there are, but if you prove me wrong, that definitely means you're doing your job well.
There we go.
I'm just trying to heal people and then use the save point, basically. Unite together. We could probably, between Ronan and the Bay, we could probably set it up to where we don't have to fight all 3 at once. We can fight 2 at once. But I'm not super confident we can take down 3 in 1 turn with only 2 archers. Then again, we do have Charlotte.
Yeah, maybe we could leave, like, Kellic in range of 1, and that just kills it, right? So,
oh, true.
Yeah.
Kind of would just wreck 1. Almost guaranteed. They don't have Javelin, so I can't enemy phase him with an archer. Physically impossible. Charlotte doesn't double yet. Oh, shit, this one has 14 speed. That one's surely going to be bowed down by someone.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like Seth gets the left one. Middle one we hit with, well, it can't be you. I guess Isadora doubles the middle one technically with a Lady Blade.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a steel axe,
Really?
so she would have upper channel advantage. Oh, she doesn't double. She doubles the generic ones, might be.
Yeah.
But she might be okay for him because we have Thoron for one.
I mean, fighting the guy with a sword doesn't seem like that bad of an idea, though, right? Like,
yeah, it probably isn't. I'm wondering if Isadora is the right candidate for it. Probably is, considering she can use a Lady Sword, and no one else with a sword can. It could also be Kellic. But Kellic could also just like fight the right hand one. But I could just as well do that with the unaxed.
True.
Use of Ulm. Just getting people ready. One more heal session on Ronan. Not that he survives a hit or anything, but you know, Brady's gotta level up somehow.
Yeah, no, true.
Okay. So if it's like
Seth on the far left, and then
yeah. Let's see. So let's just save it here. So let's say it is Seth on the far left. So we'll save with like Baruka. She can go anywhere next turn anyway. And then it's like Seth here. And then let's say Isadora for the boss in the middle.
Yep, makes sense.
And then on the right one, we can use like, I think Kellic doubles him, so it's probably fair to use Kellic.
Yeah, the Kellic or like Charlotte, right? So
yeah, it's got to be one of those. We'll see if they can get a kill somewhere. One bow here and one bow in the middle here. I can reach Seth's adjacent square. You go like here somewhere. And we should be able to kill them all from here in one fell swoop. We have you with the 3-range Thoron. This should give us enough options to take care of it. Your cons...
Yeah, Seth should have it taken care of on his own. Like, even if he fails this turn, he has next turn, right? So...
Yeah. Assuming the guy's not, like, in our camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Sure then. Oh, gosh, that's not much damage at all.
She tried. Alright, Seth will be fine, indeed. He just does it. Seth just does it. Seth does one half the map, everyone else does another one. And
That's
there's
right.
another one. And there's Kellic. And he can also just do it on his own, like he predicted. Very cool. He handles the weight just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep, and then we have 2 archers versus center wyvern, surely.
Yep, that should be enough. I mean, I never pretended to be fair. I'm giving my boss kill to Ronan. And if he misses, someone else can have it. Get him, Ronan. Yay!
Woo! General Rook.
Whoever that is. I think that's the next chapter's boss, potentially.
A whole 100 EXP for a level 2 hunter.
A true Ronan level up.
Making good use of it, yeah, no.
Mulia, there's no way you can get this right.
Don't worry, we're gonna get that, like, crit formula from 20 skill, right? That's what we're gonna do.
Charlotte can have Mercy, oh my god.
Ooh, with a hand axe?
With the hand axe. Boom!
Nice, and then the Amelia?
Then the Amelia hit. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
Guaranteed not die, at least. There we go.
Yeah.
And then it's some Seth technology on the left. Or Baruka. Baruka could double. Who knows?
Baruka kill? She did already do a crit, but she could just do more. I think she might not. Yeah, I don't think she kills. I think she's setting up kills for other people.
Yeah, about that. Isadora?
Dorothea can get it.
Oh, true.
Isadora can get it too. In fact, she's pretty good at getting
Waifu Isadora.
Waifu Isadora. Alright, we'll give you some axe rank because Baruka does join with pretty low weapon ranks that I didn't feel like boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could have in hindsight.
What are her ranks, actually?
It's D axes, C lances? No, that can't be right. Oh, it's vice versa.
Other way, yeah.
Other way around. Alright, get him, Isadora. Use that, I guess. Boo!
Bonk. Nice. Holy crap, by the way, this level.
Broken Isadora. Alright, just one bandit left to kill. Oh, I can't attack him for some reason.
It's looking like your Petra levels in that one draft race.
I was also reminded of draft races of your Soyo Isadora level ups. We last picked you Isadora and you just flattened everyone with +3 strength from base.
Yeah, no, I was like, you let me have this one? Alright, sure.
Urk or Isadora? I'll give you Isadora.
Yeah, I was like,
yes. Okay. Yes. Alright. This is where we're going to have to end it because the moment I seize this castle, a nameplate is going to pop up with the next character that is going to join between this chapter and the next one, and I don't want to accidentally spoil everyone. And I'm not sure if I set up the stat sheet for a review quite yet, and I haven't gathered my thoughts on them, so we'll leave that for next time. And I know you need things to look forward for next time because the next chapter is the chapter where we walk around the map with Marth to seize after like 20 turns. But we do get...
Hold on, I need to... Oh, you're so right, yeah.
But we do get at least 3 new characters, I think even 4, including Pala, who is always a peak and has been replaced by another peak character that Raisins will never guess. So
never guess.
We'll see y'all next time.
Oh, no, yeah, see you next time.